This is Matador News.
Good afternoon and welcome to Matador News. I'm Ulises Vargas.
And I am Jannet Mata.
Los Angeles is suing Wells Fargo Bank for opening unauthorized accounts for customers. The Los Angeles City Attorney's Office accuses Wells Fargo of pressuring its employees to meet quotas. Prosecutors say this has led to fraudulent conduct. The suit was filed under an unfair business practice law. It says employees went as far as opening accounts, forging signatures, and changing phone numbers so customers could not be reached for surveys. Wells Fargo faces penalties up to $25,000 per violation.
A man who reportedly won $75,000 from a lottery ticket he bought at a gas station in Palmdale was given only $75 when he tried to cash the ticket. Turns out, the man was an undercover California lottery agent investigating dishonest retailers. The Palmdale station manager says the cashier realized he made a mistake soon after the man left. Authorities are investigating whether the wrong payout was a mistake or not.
CSUN is opening its wellness center this fall. Matador News reporter Michell Gomez is standing by with the director with more information.
Thank you. We are here with Jimmy Francis, the director of the SRC, here to speak about the Wellness Center. So Jimmy, can you tell us a little bit about the Wellness Center and the resources it has to offer?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Wellness Center actually just got branded the name Oasis, so that's what you know it as on campus. But for students, it's going to do a lot of things. Number one, it's going to give you a place to escape from the campus busyness. It's going to be a very nice, relaxing retreat. We're going to have some energy pods that you can do some power napping in. There'll also be rooms for massage and acupuncture, and we'll also do a lot of workshops on stress release, sleep hygiene, things like that.
Cool. And what's the difference between the Claude Center and the Wellness Center?
Yeah, so the Claude Student Health Center is really about medical-related issues, so that's where students go when they're obviously feeling sick or have the flu or something like that. They do massage and acupuncture there, and we're also going to use them to do the services in the Oasis, but it's not a place where students are going to go for like health-related issues. It's more about education and lounging and relaxing.
And how was the funding provided for this Wellness Center?
Yeah, the good news is it's funded from all cash reserves of the University Student Union, so there'll be no cash out of the students' pockets.
Cool. So thank you so much for being here with us today. And back to you to the studio.
A Jamaican man is facing federal narcotics smuggling charges after allegedly trying to bring a pound of cocaine tucked into his underwear into the United States. Officers conducted a physical search of Romario Lewis displaying nervousness during bag inspection in New York's Kennedy Airport last month. The search yielded 2 packages of cocaine from the suspect's underwear. Lewis was placed under arrest and then turned over to Homeland Security. Investigators, he says he will be prosecuted by the United States Attorney's Office in New York.
ISIS says it is responsible for the attack Sunday night at the Texas art exhibit that featured drawing of the Prophet Muhammad. Police say 2 heavily armed gunmen arrived at the exhibit and began to open fire when they saw the police officer. The officer returned fired and killed both gunmen. One of the gunmen, Elton Simpson, was under FBI watch long before the attack. In 2011, Simpson was found guilty for making false statements to the FBI. When asked about this, travels overseas. ISIS said over its official radio station that the group will attempt further attacks in the U.S.
Hundreds of people took to the streets of Israel to protest against police brutality. Israelis of Ethiopian descent are angry about a video surfaced last Thursday showing police beating a young Ethiopian Israeli soldier. The police have responded and forced the demonstrators by shooting tear gas canisters. 46 people have been sent to the area hospitals.
Drone footage has revealed the extent of destruction in the Syrian town of Kobane. Cameraman Gabriel Chain flew a drone over the city to capture video after it was stormed by ISIS. Kobane was bombed almost daily for months until Kurdish forces drove ISIS out. A spokesperson for the Syrian Kurds say the city is 70% destroyed and they do not have enough machinery to remove debris and rebuild, despite that civilians are beginning to return to the city.
Former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee has announced his second presidential bid.
So it seems perfectly fitting that it would be here that I announce that I am a candidate for President of the United States of America.
Huckabee will face more than 15 GOP opponents in the Republican primaries. Huckabee referred himself as a small-town guy who can relate to the economy and security concerns.
A retired neurosurgeon has announced he is running for the Republican nomination for president. Ben Carson has never run for political office before. He was the first surgeon to separate twins that were connected at the back of the head. Carson is expected to be the only African American in the Republican presidential primaries.
And now here's Paul Chua with the latest in sports, including news on the Clippers and the CSUN softball and baseball teams.
The Los Angeles Clippers beat the Houston Rockets 117-101 in Game 1 of the Western Conference semifinals last night. Blake Griffin had 26 points, 14 rebounds, and 13 assists for his second straight triple-double. The Clippers were without Chris Paul, who strained his left hamstring against the San Antonio Spurs. Paul was on the sideline and cheered his team on. The Rockets and the Clippers play again tomorrow in Houston, tip-off at 6:30 p.m. The fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, biggest money-making fight in boxing history. Mayweather and Floyd. Mayweather won the unanimous decision in his awaited bout.
And I'm truly blessed. Manny Pacquiao is blessed, and I want to thank.
Manny Pacquiao said before the fight that he never wanted to win so badly in his life. Beyonce and celebrities, the live attendance and alone generated approximately $74 million. Pay-per-view added more than $300 million. Boxing match, Mayweather decisively beat Pacquiao, but Pacquiao said he injured his right shoulder in training and re-injured it in the fight. Officials didn't allow him to take an anti-inflammatory shot before the match. Pac-Man Pacquiao is scheduled to have surgery this week for a torn rotator cuff. Manny Mayweather says his latest fight will be in September when he hopes to end his career with 49 wins and no losses, tying him with Rocky Marciano. The CSUN baseball team lost 2 of 3 games at Cal Poly over the weekend. Their record is 27-19 this season. The Matadors will play tonight at Fresno State. The team will travel to UC Davis to play a 3-game series beginning Friday. The CSUN softball team will split doubleheader against Hawaii over the weekend. The Lady Matadors won the first game 2-0. Freshman Zoe Conley pitched a 3-hit shutout. Sophomore Taylor Glover hit an inside to the park home run. The Matadors lost the second game 2-1. CSUN was unable to capitalize on offense, leaving 11 runners on the base. The Matadors have a record of 13 wins and 3 losses in conference play. CSUN shares the top spot in the conference with Cal State Long Beach. The Matadors need a win or a Long Beach loss this weekend in order to clinch the Big West title. The Matador play this weekend at Fullerton. If the Matadors win the conference title, they are guaranteed an automatic berth in the NCAA tournament. That's all we have for sports. Now back to you, Janet.
All 405 freeway lanes in Carson have reopened after a 2-car crash this morning. The accident occurred just after 4 a.m. in the southbound lanes north of Alameda Street. A vehicle had become disabled in the center lane of the highway and had no lights on when it was hit. 1 car caught fire, but firefighters were able to put out the flames. 1 person was transported to the hospital.
Another famous restaurant has decided to get rid of some of its ingredients from its kitchen. Panera Bread announced it will get rid of all artificial sweeteners, a preservative, and a flavor enhancer used at its stores. Cooks at the store, Panera wants to banish these ingredients by the end of next year. Panera is the latest restaurant responding to customer demands for healthy foods. In the past couple of months, at least a dozen other foods companies have announced plans to change their menus.
Superstar Pharrell Williams and Robin Thicke are demanding a new trial for their copyright infringement conviction. It's been 2 months since the jury found singer Thicke and producer Williams infringed on Marvin Gaye's song "Got to Give It Up" in their 2013 hit Blur lines. Their motion was filed last week in federal court. Lawyers for Thicke and William called the verdict unfounded, illogical, and a miscarriage of justice. And here's Maria Cartaya with the latest in entertainment, including the celebrities and Met Gala, and guess who's being charged for the assault and battery.
Thank you, Janet. Hollywood stars played dress up in couture at last night's Met Gala. The Met Gala took place in New York at the Metropolitan Museum. The gala is an annual fundraising event for the benefit of the Met Museum. It marks the grand opening of the Costume Institute's annual fashion exhibit. Gold was the color of the night. Celebrities included Kate Hudson, Kanye West, Beyoncé, Rihanna, and Kim Kardashian. The Las Vegas police have charged R&B singer Chris Brown after he allegedly assaulted a man while playing basketball at the Palms Casino Resort. The man told the police that he was playing basketball when Brown began to argue with him. The man told the police that Brown then punched him. Police have given Brown the option of signing a misdemeanor citation or submitting the case to the district attorney's office. Police have yet to hear back from Brown and his attorney. Walking Dead actor Seth Gilliam was arrested Sunday morning in Peachtree City, Georgia. Police say Gilliam was speeding at 107 miles per hour in a 55-mile zone. A marijuana cigarette was also found in the car. Gilliam has been charged with DUI, drug possession, and speeding. Prince William and Kate Middleton have welcomed their baby girl. The princess was born on Saturday and weighed 8 pounds. The newborn is fourth in line for the British throne. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have named the princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana. And that's all we have for entertainment today. Back to you, Ulises.
A line extended through the Plaza del Sol outside Northridge Center to await the arrival of entrepreneur Johnny Cupcakes last Thursday morning. But this visit was not to sell cupcakes, but it was to speak about his journey as a young entrepreneur. He was named America's youngest #1 entrepreneur by Business Week. He was invited on campus by the business fraternity Delta Sigma Pi. He stressed the importance of leaving an impact on young consumers.
A 25-year wait to open an edible cricket farm in the city of Venice is over. Koala Valley Farms has announced it will raise crickets and serve them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The company has leased a 7,000 square foot warehouse where the company plans to process the crickets into a powder. They will supply the powder to restaurants and large food companies. The powder could be used in everything from cookies to protein shakes and chips.
Thank you for watching Matador News. I'm Ulises Vargas.
I am Jannet Mata.
I'm Maria Cartaya.
And I'm Paul Chua. Have a good day.